Angelina with Arizona Desert Gems. Today I wanted to talk about Fruit Jasper, which is a beautiful stone that can really enhance the uniqueness of your jewelry. This is a stone that's from India. It's mined in India. And while most people do consider it a jasper, there is a little bit of controversy that it might be more closely related to the marble family. Some people have theorized that it's a conglomerate, but I really do not think so because it's so smooth of a transition between each of the different colors. I also find that the unique patterns, it's very organic. There's no real hard lines. There's no jagged points as the colors transition one from the other, from this beautiful kind of reddish mauve brown to the greens and the mustard yellows. So I believe this is a jasper stone that is natural, it's not dyed, and like I said, it's not a conglomerate, a mix and a mash of multiple different stones glued together in a glue type matrix. So I think it's a real stone. Now, when we measure stone's hardness, we use the Mohs scale from 1 to 10, and Fruit Jasper is a 7, which is just as hard as quartz. So that means you can use it, you can wire wrap, you can bezel set, and it's not going to scratch nearly as easily or break, unlike things like opals and turquoise, which are much, much softer. Some of the things that I really love about this stone is that it is so organic, and in this one it almost looks like a plant growing up with a stem and some leaves, or maybe some kind of flowers or buds. And so they make really lovely organic pieces. You can see the backs are continuing that beautiful mottled pattern too. So you might want to do this. It really attracts the customers. You can't get this everywhere. It's not commonly seen, and so that makes your jewelry more unique. I think it has a really unique color palette as well, with those browns and greens, mauves, mustard yellows, which means you could wire wrap it with a lot of different colors. So here's an example with parawire brown wire. You can see how lovely that would look. Really beautiful. If you wanted to go a little darker with the less red and make it more of that true flat brown, that also looks very beautiful. And then maybe you like to sparkle it up and add a brightness with gold, and that'll help highlight the yellows. And of course, you can always, if you love working in silver, you can use sterling silver on it. Although I think with the warm color palette that this has, the copper would probably be a better choice if you weren't going to use the browns. So here's an example next to copper, really bringing out those warm tones. And lastly, if your customers really are into the metaphysical meanings of stone, the Fruit Jasper represents nurturing, a sense of being nurtured, peace and happiness. And jasper is always also considered a protective and grounding stone to help you cope with life's changes. Here's a pair of earrings that I used with the Fruit Jasper. So I just wanted to show you what they look like, bezel set in copper. You can see no two stones are going to be exactly the same. Their markings are going to be a little bit different. And that's okay, because people who enjoy natural stones in their jewelry are going to know that that's also what contributes to the uniqueness of them. And then I have one more piece that's finished in the Fruit Jasper, and here it is. It's wire wrapped, so you can see the really unique points of this stone with the more organic kinds of shapes in it. On the back, you can see the stone coming through as well. So these are a couple ways that I've used Fruit Jasper so far in my jewelry. I hope you enjoyed the video. Happy creating.